completers, loved ones, kindly take your seats. Pwede nang maupo, mga you can now take your seats. First of all, my respect goes to our administrators of the Prophet's 10 Academy for establishing a school right here in this place. My respect goes as well to our beloved mayor here in Hitagon, Mayor Mugo, who also is member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And salute as well or respect to our teachers who are very much into the willingness and into the dedication of forming your character in preparation for life. Above all, to your parents. Respect goes to your parents who are very much supportive, especially to our senior high school graduates. You have reached this far in your preparation for your careers because you have parents who are very much supportive to you, and as well to the computers who are here, and to our grade 6 computers who are here with us this morning. This very day is a very special day for all of you because this is your baccalaureate service. Allow me to tell you that the baccalaureate service originated in Europe. There was one purpose for establishing or for instituting baccalaureate or a baccalaureate service. The purpose then was to allow each graduate to present a discourse of what the graduate has learned in college. And since they are to stay in a place for so long a time, they were required to be in the graduation regalia because of the winter. Kasulong sila guys kung tugla. And it became a tradition to all educational institutions that even if in tropical countries we love to see our graduates in the regalia or in the toga. If at this time we will require our graduates to present the discourse, then probably one day is not enough for a baccalaureate service because we have how many graduates from the junior high school, from grade 6 computers. We have, how many are you? 18. And for our senior high school, how many are you? Wala bang naiwan? Baka iniwan nyo ang mga kasama ninyo. One day is not enough to require you to give your baccalaureate message. So, with our tradition, a speaker is invited to give the baccalaureate service or a baccalaureate message. And it is to remind you all of what you have done in the past that leads you to this very day where you will be celebrating with your parents in the presence of God. Our message this morning, I entitled this one, Unveil the Future. About unveiling the future. Unveil the future. Ablihan ang umalabot. Ipanayag ang umalabot. Expose the future. Uncover the future. That is a very good philosophy. So I entitled our message this morning, Unveil the Future. Because you have this philosophy, unveiling tomorrow. Our journey of wisdom, growth, and endless potentials. Of course, your potentials are endless. I would like to tell you, if you all know about Harvard University, if you look at the logo of Harvard University now, you can see their logo with a book, open book, whose pages, its pages are pointing upward. But originally, the logo was an open book with the pages pointing downwards, because they believe right at the start that potentials are limited, knowledge is limited. However, in the course of time, we found that man has endless potentials, and knowledge is endless. So you have endless potentials. I like this very much. When you look back, look at your journey of wisdom, growth, and endless potentials, probably you can say to yourselves that you struggled sometimes. There were times that you struggled with your studies. But thanks be to God, because you have your supportive parents. Palakpakan natin ang ating mga parents. We have our proud parents here this morning. Your supporters are here. Your Lola. I believe these young children here, when we started schooling, most likely because the parents are working parents. Si Lula o si Lolo naghatod ninyo sa eskwela. Si Lula o si Lolo nagbantay ninyo dito sa eskwelahan. I think I'm right with that observation. Looking at your philosophy, unveiling tomorrow, our journey of wisdom, growth, and endless potentials, I have seen that this philosophy is futuristic. This thing is futuristic. And your theme encapsulates the essence of your collective experience in doing your school requirements. It also encapsulates your active engagement in the process of growth and transformation, and your personal development that shape you into individuals you are today. Again, your theme is futuristic in nature. I would like to borrow the words coming from the Boundless Horizons of the Future by Microsoft Technology 2023, saying, "The future, a realm of infinite possibilities and uncharted territories, beckons to us with the allure of the unknown. It's a canvas where the strokes of technology, science, and innovation paint a big picture of progress and transformation. In the ever-evolving landscape of the future, we find ourselves standing at the intersection of imagination and reality, driven by the relentless pursuit of advancement. Look at our world today. During my time, When I was yet a student, a grade schooler, there was no cell phone at the time. There was no Facebook at the time. The only thing we saw people carry, which they can communicate another person, even if the person is a little bit far from the other person carrying the same gadget, was this 2-meter radio. Nakita ko na 2-meter radio, wala nang nakita na. Kung ang gamit sa military, manawag sila gamit ng radio. At the time, I hated my name. My name is Roger. I hated my name at the time when military people and those people assigned to guard gates, entrance gate, exit gate, use that gadget. Sabi ninyo, wala naglalay sa akong pangalan at panahunan. Because when you use the 2-meter radio, you will call each other. And they will say, Roger, over. Do you copy, Roger? I hated my name. Sa sinimuhan mo pa dahil, uran akong pangalan. Kaya kada istorya nga, Roger, over and out. Do you copy, Roger? That was the old times. The canvas of the world today we can see in the world the strokes of technology, the strokes of science and innovation painted on a canvas. Because of the transformation humanity wanted to have in this world. So reflecting on your journey as students, I can see, even if I were not with you, I was not with you, in your classes, I characterized your journey as we reflect on it, that in your journey there was curiosity. There was exploration. There was self-discovery as you delve into the depths of various disciplines. Math, siguro, social science, Filipino, kung sa mga subjects nila. And the trials and tribulations you encountered in your student life. To your completers, you will still pass through the trials and tribulations. And even our graduates who will soon graduate from Prophet's Pen Academy, you will still encounter trials and tribulations in your studies. I believe you have encountered setbacks, you have faced adversities, and most probably you have wrestled with uncertainty, especially during COVID time, when there was online classes or modular classes. Sayon ba ito itong modular na time? Sayon kay si Papa o si Mama mo nag-answer sa module? It was not easy. It was not easy. Because there were so many teachers who created the module, who compiled the module for your studies, who even have given only a little instruction of what to do. Naman, pinaspasa ito na tayo, no? COVID-19 came in rapidly, hit our nation, hit our educational institutions. And so the teachers created a module, compiled a module. Gamay na mga instruction na nabutang, hasta maginiganan, nag-listen, nag-libog kung saan pag-answer ang mga modules. Handling COVID-19 made your life and your study difficult. Doon na ba'y namundang sa inyong watch? Sa COVID time, natagin ng COVID na time, sa inyong studies, no? Kasi it was 2019, 2020. What grade were you then at the time? Grade 4, grade 3, grade 3. Kanya, wala din kami COVID no time. And it was not easy. It was not easy. But you didn't pass. Wala mo surrender. Wala mo surrender. That is why you are now present in this place during this baccalaureate service, because you didn't pass even during the pandemic time. And I can see that through perseverance and resilience, or through your flexibility, you overcome the obstacles and emerge strong and determined than ever before. Through perseverance, despite the distractions, despite COVID-19, despite the modular classes, despite the online classes, you didn't advance, you persevered. Alam niyo, dalahan tayong distractions mo panahon sa studies, dalahan tayong distractions. Cellphone is one. But I believe it is already a need today. But if we are not so trained how to use these gadgets, we will be distracted. Kaya usahay atong naon kung nasa cellphone. Pagmata cellphone, pagtulog cellphone. Ingon pa sa kapari, hasta ang pangalan sana, pangalan na sa cellphone. There was one who told a story about a priest baptizing children. Nato na yung sila. Ingon ang sugilanon, dihay pare na nagbunyag o mga bata. Unya dihang bata na lalaki, may bunyagan na sa pare. The priest asked, unya sa'y pangalan ng bata. Ingon ang magiliganan, cellphone, father. Ingon ang pare, bakit ganon? Ba't naman ganon? Cellphone yung pangalan niya. Ingon ang amahan, ako father, akong pangalan Ponciano. Na akong wife, Celia. Among kumbay ng pangalan, among pangalan naman ako, cellphone. Hindi na lang bata, nabunyagan ko. Ingon ang pare. Itong isa, sino naman mga parents nito? The father said, I am Roger. And the mother said, I am Charmaine. Maganda to. Anong pangalan ng bata? Charger, father. Well, of course, in your time, you need to be very careful with the things we have today. Because if we do not want, or if we want to succeed in life, then we need to train ourselves how to use these gadgets that makes our life easy today. Yes, because of your perseverance you are here, because of your resilience, or your flexibility during the hard times in your studies, you will come to this point in your life where you are now celebrating with your parents this very hour for your baccalaureate service. Again, despite the difficulties brought by COVID-19, you persevere. Niabot mo ang tumura sa inyong kinabuhi tungkol sa inyong perseverance. It was very difficult during COVID-19 time, especially those who have tried to answer the modules. You can see here. Sa iyong ba ang module na tayo? Isunoy, even the parents will find in their time very hard to answer the questions. Just try to example. Let's try to see for an example. Ito. This was posted on the Facebook. I left this on the Facebook. Siguro ito ay identification. Siguro ang tanong, please identify what the students do in picture number 1, picture number 2, and picture number 3. For picture number 1, siguro madali lang. Nagsayaw. Tama ba? Siguro. Pwedeng nagsayaw yan. Picture number 2, since there are lines, may mga nuta, nagkanta o nag-awit. Picture number 3, a group of 4 students. Ano kaya ang answer dyan kung kayo ang tinanong? Nag-chika. Di ba? Mahirap. Even the parents, mahihirapan yan. Ano kaya yan? Ano kaya ang ginawa nila? Nag-chika. And there was even a question posted on the Facebook tuklasin. And the question for number 2, paano nahubog ang kulturang Pilipino? Probably this is a Filipino subject. Paano nahubog ang kulturang Pilipino? Pero pag abot sa textbook ninyo, sa ako, binisaya pagbasa, paano nahubog ang kulturang Pilipino? Gusto niyo makitaan kung sa tubag galing? As posted? Muna yung mga tubag. Number 1, nagsayaw. Tama siguro. Number 2, nagkanta. Number 3, tama ka doon. Nanglibak. Unya, sa part na tuklasin, number 2, paano nahubog ang kulturang Pilipino? Kasi Bisaya yung nagbasa. Binasa niya ng Bisaya, sabi niya, paano nahubog ang kulturang Pilipino? So the student answered, nag-inom o tanduay. It was very difficult. It was really difficult during those times. But again, because of your flexibility, because of your perseverance, you are now here this morning together with your proud parents. Because you're persevering. So despite the pandemic, because of your perseverance, and because of your little progress, you are now ready to live elementary and high school life, and then you will enter into high school. Kayo, you will enter into high school. And our graduates, the senior high school graduates, who will soon graduate from your beloved alma mater, the Prophet's Pen Academy, you will enter college life. College life. My dissertation when I studied at LSU was about senior high school. I tried to look into or delve into how really the senior high school graduates are. And I found out Ano yung natuklasan ko? Kasi sabi, ready for college, ready for employment, ready for entrepreneurship activities. Natuklasan? Hindi. 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 You will enter, kayo, mga senior high school, you will enter into college life. The course level study. Ito na yung study that will land you to a job. Kaya nga, kailangan ng dubling determinasyon. Dubling determinasyon. For you, grade 6 computers, you will enter high school life, which is a bit different from your junior high school life, because in senior high school, the curriculum is overloaded with subjects that sometimes you do not have time anymore to do your thing. Overloaded with subjects. Again, you will enter high school and college life. Go to the college or to the university. You will go to the academy, probably in Mantika or here in your very own institution. Please support your very own institution. I myself is a product of Adventist education, and I am very proud of Adventist education. Makahinambog ko sa Adventist education. Just recently, with the nursing board examination from top 2 to number 10, mayroon tayong mga Adventist institutions na nagsyan. Mountain College, AUP, South Philippine Adventist College, Philippine Adventist College in Sindalan, SIPA. Kami sa Iligan, mayroong lagpak na tatlo lang. We have good rating as well. And I'm very proud of Adventist education. Kaya na, itong mga bata natin, padala natin sa Prophet's Pen Academic Paglakunan. Kayo, suportahan ninyo ang academy ninyo. Kayo naman, will go to college. If you will choose allied health courses, you can take a ride from here to Iligan City. We have a college, Adventist Medical Center College, that offers allied health courses. Ang patok na yun, nursing. May dalawa kong anak, puro nursing yung kinuha nila, gusto nila. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes drive to Iligan. We have a school there. And sooner, our college in Iligan, Adventist Medical Center College, will try its very best to have a branch right at Mantika, just beside Mindanao Mission Academy, that will offer allied health courses. They will be bringing education near your doorsteps. Again, some people go to the university, stay in the dormitory, stay in the boarding houses. You will be on your own. Kunting tawag na lang ng parents. Ngayon hindi pa. You are with your parents. But in your college life, in your high school life, most likely you will be on your own. You will study. Sariling sikat ka na. Dito, sa mga puntong ito, you need a companion that will never leave you. And that companion is God. The companion you need to be with you. The same God who stood and who accompanied Daniel and his friends to Babylon. This is our example. This is the passage that stands as the anchorage of our message this morning. Daniel 1:3 and 4 that says, later the king ordered Aspinas, his chief officer, to bring in some Israelis of royal and noble descent. They were to be young men without physical defect, handsome in appearance, skilled in all wisdom, quick to learn, prudent in how to use knowledge, and capable of serving in the king's palace. They were to learn the literature and language of the Chaldeans. It was not easy for Daniel and his friends to study in a foreign land. But God was with them. God was with them. They had to study the Chaldean language, a foreign language to them. They had to study the Babylonian literature. At the end of the study, they were found out 10 times better than all the students who studied with them. Why? What was the secret? God was with them. You need a companion. Kailangan kayo ng kasama sa inyong studies. And that kasama that you need is God. The same God who allowed Daniel and his friends to learn the language of the Chaldeans, the literature of the Chaldeans, the wisdom of the Chaldeans, the knowledge of the Chaldeans. You need the same God who allowed Daniel and his friends to prosper in their studies, and the God who allowed Daniel and his friends to be successful in their studies. I would like to leave you insights that we can glean ako makuha, ma-picture na to given sa experience ni Daniel o sa iyang mga anin. Despite the separation from their loved ones, number one, they grow in wisdom as they studied in Babylon. They grow in wisdom as they studied in Babylon. I would like to underscore this one. Wisdom, I will tell you, is different from knowledge. Again, wisdom is different from knowledge. King Solomon in the book of Proverbs repeated this line saying, find wisdom. It is above rubies. Panitaan ang kaalam. Labaw pa siya kay sa bulawan o sa mga mahalon nga bato. Panitaan ninyo ang wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the right application of your knowledge. Ang wisdom, mao ang gusto nga pag-aplikar unsay atong nalibawan. Mao na wisdom. Ang knowledge, mao na atong nakatunan sa atong pag-eskwela. We can find knowledge after knowledge after knowledge when we go to school. Diba no? Magkakatong dagat ng butang sa eskwelahan. Sa diyan sila eskwela. But I want to tell you that there are people who are highly knowledgeable but are not wise. Nagtapos na sa doctorate degree, pero ang lifestyle mo siya daghan ang libawan, pero wala i-apply ang libawan sa kinabuhi. These people are not wise. On the other hand, there are people who are not knowledgeable enough but are wise. Are wise. To give you an example, 20 years naman ko nagtrabaho sa Adams Medical Center College. Pero nagtrabaho ko sa hospital o kadir ng 1 year and a half. Abit niyo sa pagtrabaho sa hospital before I was born to the college, drive here sa ambulance.
dahil ko sa ambulance, sa patuloy ko ito na. Oftentimes, kung wala emergency, ato ko sa ER, di lang ko nurse. So dito ko, ako 1 year and a half sa hospital, I've heard patients complaining about nurses. Na-complain ang mga pasyente para sa nurses. Kaya mga nurses, itudnuan sila ang sakong pag-injection na dili sakitan ang pasyente. That is knowledge, no? Nanimon pag-injection na dili sakit. Naninayon no, pahid ang pag-clean ang abaga. Naninayon. Ni-instructionan ng pasyente. That is what they say. Na-train ng mga nurses ano. However, naan ng pasyente nga, naka-experience yun, sakit kayo ng nurse mo, injection. Mas lagi nakukunahan ng nurse kahit sakit kayo ng injection. Nga nung sakit, ang sumbong sa pasyente kahit kalipon lang o labnot ilang dinis na labnotan, bagnuran ka ng kuton. Dahil why sulti-sulti, injectionan. Nakuratan, pero sakitan. Ang naman sila nakatulanan, hinayon, instruksyonan, hindi sultihan, naging lang placebo effect, na ato lang hinayon ha, arong walay sakit. Pero katuway sulti-sulti, wala ma-apply ang iyang knowledge. Therefore, that worker is not wise. Grow in wisdom. They grow in wisdom as we studied in Babylon. When you go to the different colleges, kayo, mga senior high school, graduating class, you need to grow in wisdom. As Proverbs 1:7 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Second, develop their endless potentials. They develop their endless potentials. Daniel became the prime minister in Babylon for 2 consecutive terms. Two consecutive terms. Kaya duhang hari na nito. Pagpuli ni Darius, nahimo na siya prime minister. Nahimo siya official. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were serving the kingdom as well. Because their potentials were developed. You have endless potentials. You need to develop your endless potentials. Anong sekreto? I will leave the secret to you. Anong sekreto nila? Bakit sila successful? First, they trusted God. Again, they trusted God. Second, they were very adaptable or flexible, yet firm. Adaptable, flexible, yet firm. They stood firm with their conviction. As stated in Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him and He will make your path straight. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not trust yourself. I repeated this one to our graduates in the Adventist Medical Center College during the review. I repeated this to them. Say, please do not trust yourself, because yourself will make you a victim of not passing the board examination. Kahit kung ang kaugalingon sa ligan, sa inyong pa-eskwela, walay ginoo ng inyong sa ligan. When examination comes, sa ligay kas kaugalingon, nagsakit imong tiyan, naglabad imong ulo, how can you answer the questions that will be posted before you? But with God has many ways, and God will allow you to be successful in your studies. King Solomon says, and He will make your path straight. When you trust God, God will make your path straight. My reminder, Galen's experience in Daniel and his friends. Ito, the importance of faith. This is a reminder for all of you. The importance of faith and trust in God as you navigate the journey ahead, as you unveil the future. Faith is important. When there are questions that seem so hard to answer, and you are in the dilemma to answer those questions, just trust in God and have faith in God, because what you need is faith in God. Faith that you will be successful in your studies. And another one, entrust your plans and aspirations to the divine guidance of the Almighty as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow. Entrust your plans. May mga plano kayo. Entrust your plans and your aspirations to the divine guidance of the Almighty as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow, because you will be unveiling the future. Come July ba mag-umpisa ang klase? Come August, probably for college. Come July, the second or third week of July, you will be in once again in the classrooms for your studies, for your senior high school studies. Entrust your plans and aspirations to the divine guidance of the Almighty as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow. As young people, this is my question to all of you. How will you unveil the future for your tomorrow? I would like to tell you, it is not by your cell phones that you will trust your cell phones, or that you will trust the AI, or the ChatGPT, or that you will trust your web, or your intelligence. No, do not trust your cell phones, do not trust your gadgets, do not trust whatever is introduced to us today. Not even your web, not even your intelligence. Trust in God. Trust in God. This is how you will unveil your future. Make the right choices like Daniel and his friends. Second, make the right actions. Third, choose the right path to pursue. Kayo mga senior high school graduates, choose the right path to pursue. Another one, don't stop to pursue knowledge and understanding. And still another, be courageous and resilient as you face the challenges head on. Do not evade, but meet the challenges head on. Just be courageous and be resilient as you face the challenges head on. Overcome obstacles. Be compassionate as you extend a helping hand. Do not waver, but believe that tomorrow holds infinite possibilities waiting to be discovered and explored. This is my challenge for all of you. In your journey to unveil the future, as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow, embrace the journey ahead with courage, optimism, and a steadfast faith in God and in the endless potentials that lie within each and every one of you. Again, in your journey to unveil the future, and as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow, embrace the journey ahead with courage, with positivity or optimism, and with steadfast faith in God and in that lie within each and every one of you. In your journey of growth your journey of growth has been marked by challenges, triumphs, and moments of self-discovery. As stated in Philippians 1:6, this is your assurance. As Apostle Paul gave the assurance to the Philippians, saying, He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ. Christ will make you completers of your studies. Just as a seedling grows into a mighty tree with time, nurturing, and perseverance, so too are you constantly evolving and maturing on your journey of faith and learning. In Jeremiah 29:11, we are reminded that God says, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God has a plan for you, to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you hope and a future. Another challenge, God's plans for you are far greater than you can imagine, encompassing dreams and aspirations beyond your wildest imaginations. Another challenge, as you unveil tomorrow, step boldly into the future with confidence, knowing that you are empowered by the indwelling presence of Christ. And please remember, embrace your God-given talents, God-given gifts and passions, trusting in His provision and guidance every step of the way. And please remember that your journey does not end here. Rather, it is a continuation of the wondrous adventure that awaits you beyond these hallowed halls. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, may you go forth with hearts full of faith, minds filled with wisdom, and spirits ignited with the fire of endless potentials. To you, graduates from the senior high school, to you, completers from the junior high school, to you, completers of grade 11, to you, completers of kindergarten, congratulations to all of you. The world awaits, and the future is yours to unveil. May the Lord bless you as you will continue with your studies, searching for knowledge and understanding, and gaining wisdom with God with you in your studies. God bless everybody.
Excuse me for a moment. I need a very clear, no, I'm so sorry.